Well, 5 after midnight I woke up, so that's why I'm doing a video at 2:22. I've already been up over an hour. I stayed in bed till almost 1 o'clock or around 1 o'clock, and then I finally got up. Anyway, the title is a strange one, and the topic maybe even considered strange. It's called Waking Ascension Reality. February is the month we celebrate love. It is written that love bears and endures all things. Yes, that's from the Bible's love chapter, 1 Corinthians 13:7. It also says that love believes everything, which perhaps is why it is able to bear everything and endure whatever happens. It keeps hoping for a better outcome. If you look at the acronym of today's title, you will see that it is WAR. What does that have to do with love? Nothing, except in a world where everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Hearing the bells of freedom, no, it does say heeding. Heeding the bells of freedom within me, I still hope for an awakened humanity that will be able to ascend to a higher and better reality, one in which love really does have a chance to create peace on earth. As it has been throughout my life, I long for the manifestation of the kingdom of heaven on earth. My greatest desire is to celebrate the victory of the ages as we, all my brothers and sisters, finally overcome the beast and experience the joys of real love. Lots of enigmas in that blurb. Lots of enigmas going through my mind today. Paradoxes, apparent contradictions, love and war and lies and truth. And my God, it has been just the meditation when I woke up. The meditation was just insane. I mean, I had watched a series of videos that were, I fell asleep watching it, so I don't know where it exactly ended, but it's Tricks and Traps of the Court, which is a 7-part series published by Carl Michael. I don't know if he's the actual speaker that was speaking in these videos. I'm assuming he was, but maybe not. Maybe it was just posted by someone named Carl Michael. But in any case, it talked about the court. He made the comment that courts always tell us the truth, but they use language that tricks us so that it wakes up our conscious mind that analyzes everything and bypasses the subconscious mind, which knows everything. Gnosis is in the subconscious mind. The objective, according to Carl Jung, is to make the unconscious conscious, or the subconscious conscious, to become one, the higher self merging with the so-called lower self till they become one self. And that's ascension, or kundalini rising, or whatever spiritual terminology you want to use, but it's about waking up. But awakening means not waking up. Because if you put the prefix a, like amoral, if you put the prefix a in front of everything, awakening, it changes it to not. These are the tricks of the language, tricks and traps of the court. And we live in a world of tricks and traps. It doesn't have to be the court. The whole planet is riddled with a disease where everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. It's a con. We've been conned into this creation motif where we have to learn the worst of everything first. We all want love, don't we? We all want happiness. We all want to experience joy and maybe a little bit of bliss once in a while. We all want to experience the good things in life. But is that what most of us actually experience? As I look at the world, now they say that everything's an illusion. Is it? As I look at the world with my five sensory perception, I don't see a lot of love. I do see it. It's there. It's there if you look for it. But I also see an awful lot of what I wouldn't call love. Or if it's love, it's certainly tough love. It's love that makes us suffer consequences that it creates, that we don't even know that we're creating it. We're told that we create our own reality, but it doesn't appear because we know consciously that we don't want what we experience a lot of the time. I'm not saying all of the time, but I look at this. And then I look at what it says. He says it always tells us the truth. Love, we're told God is love, endures all things and bears all things. Apparently allows all things too. But allow, actually, a synonym for allow is suffer. He used that as one of the illustrations. If a woman goes into court and says, I suffered rape, case dismissed. Boom. Why? Because in the court, suffer means to allow. Jesus said, suffer the little children to come unto me and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. Oh, suffer the little children. Allow the little children. I suffered rape. I allowed myself to be raped. These are the deceptions of our world, the perversions, the distortions that don't allow us to experience what we want. And yet, it is set up in such a way that we are giving consent unknowingly to what we don't want, to our human slavery. And so these are the kinds of things that have been going through my mind in my meditation today. Yes, I took time to pray for my friends. I do that every day, sometimes several times a day as they come to mind. And some people come to mind frequently that are going through especially hard times. And life, as I perceive it, is like a constant competition, constantly struggling to understand what the hell is going on, to understand why everything is ass backwards, to understand why most of humanity suffers when we don't want war. War is what we keep getting more of. Now, we've talked about that in other videos. It's because of greed. It's because everything in our priority system is backwards. And the people that have run the world are the people that are the most horrible, the most psychopathic, sociopathic, insane people, and we've put them in charge of the asylum. And this is because love allows all things. Love suffers all things, bears and endures it all. When are we going to get beyond endurance and actually be able to celebrate the victory? Actually be able to ascend by having our lower self ascend to the higher self and merge and become one and have the divine marriage of our ego with our soul. When are we going to be able to experience the joys of life instead of the sufferings of life? The allowances. The allowances. Suffering is allowing. Remember? Insane, isn't it? Isn't it insane that the same words can have the exact opposite meaning? It means one thing to the conscious mind and something else to the subconscious mind, so that it appears that they're telling us the truth, like when they read us our Miranda rights. Anything you say can and will be used against you. It's not looking to help support you. It's all geared to bring you down. The whole system that we've been living in is geared to bring us down. And that's the beast. That's the false prophet. That's the Antichrist. That's the thing that distorts everything good and makes it its opposite, so that we experience exactly what we don't want, and yet we're told that we create our own reality, because we're not told how we create our reality. We're not told about the deception, which is actually the truth at some level. Confusing, isn't it? These are the types of paradoxes that we have to deal with as human beings in a world that's insane. A world that is, as Shakespeare said, a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing, or does it have meaning? Aristo says it has meaning. In my best moments, I believe it does have meaning. But then again, I hope for a better outcome. But we keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting that better outcome. Is it happening? Are we ascending? Are we waking up? Are we getting out of our sleep and out of death? Yes. The whole legal system considers us already dead. Dead in trespasses and sins. Dead in ignorance. Are we waking up? Are we ascending? Some of us, I believe, are. Some of us want that very much. But then again, we're told in the New Age thing that if you want something, it means you don't now have it. And if you don't now have it, you're never going to get it. Because wanting just creates more wanting. You know, these are the types of enigmas that we have to deal with in February, the love month, where we're supposed to be loving one another. But loving each other as we love ourselves, of course, and loving our Creator first, who made the whole mess to begin with. But did the Creator actually make it, or did the Creator allow other beings to create the mess and stand back and say, I wonder what they're going to do with free will. I wonder what they're going to do if I just let them do anything they want. Where are they going to go? What's going to happen? Well, I hope the Creator, the God that I was taught to believe in as a boy and have believed in most of my life, that God, the God that we call or say is love, is light, and in him is no darkness at all. I hope that God sees the world that we've created and has mercy. I also hope that God has justice, because justice and mercy have to go together. To me, they are two sides of a same coin. If you just have justice, it's a cruel world. If you have justice with mercy, there can be peace. There can be reconciliation. There can be the experience of love. And isn't that what we really want? Do you really want a world that is unloving? A world that truth seems like a lie, and lies seem like truth, and everything is inverted, inside out and backwards? I want to celebrate victory with my brothers and sisters, as I said in the blurb. I want to get to a place in experience where it's no longer hope, where it's no longer believing, where it's no longer wishful thinking, but where we actually experience what is written on our heart, a city that has foundations, whose builder and maker is Creator, is the Great Spirit, is what we call God. But like everything in our human experience, everything has another meaning, even love, even God, even life. Why does it have to be this way? Why does it have to be duplicitous? Why do we have to keep dueling? Why can't we start dancing and making love with life and with each other? Why can't we transform and ascend to what we were created to be, in my opinion? Ponder these things because I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. And I do thank you for listening. Namaste.